Welcome to La Twins Experience with
Kim
and Donyetta.
Now let's get back on our bullshit.
Okay.
I can't. I'm Kim.
And I'm Donyetta.
And welcome back to another episode of La Twins Experience.
Back on our bullshit.
We still waiting on that theme song, y'all.
Ain't nobody hit us up yet.
Hit us up if you want to sing the La Twins Experience theme song. We need you.
We want you. That's the only time we want you to DM us.
DM us only for that.
Only for that. Keep the rest of your messages.
So what's going on, Miss? I ride a bicycle in the middle of the street.
And some big... Look, how come I felt like the female version of Devo?
That's what you look like.
Like, this my bike, fool. So, yes, I feel relaxed and released this week. So, I went to the beach. It was a lovely time. And then I had Veterans Day off because it's a federal holiday. So, I'm okay. I'm doing all right this week. That beach trip saved my life.
How was it down in that doggone Florida?
Baby, let me tell you. I still need to pre-record that throat clear. So, like, driving down, you pass through, of course, I left from Georgia, you pass through Alabama, and then Rosemary Beach is literally, you might as well say Panama City Beach. So, it's like the panhandle of Florida. But let me tell you, when I got in Alabama, I'm from Alabama. But when I got in Alabama, a bitch was driving the speed limit. And I have never seen so many, because I live in Atlanta, I'm sheltered. I do realize that now. Because Atlanta is blackety black. When I leave outside of Atlanta, Georgia is like Alabama, Mississippi. But I have never seen so many Trump, Pence, like flyers in people's yards. I drove the speed limit. I was not trying to get pulled over. And I mean, some people had the big ones, like it was the ones that the marching band, the majorettes in front of the marching band march with. So it was pretty much, yeah, I was in a very much red state. And so like when we found out Saturday who won and like we were walking to the beach, I was like, don't be too happy skipping down the street because everybody else. And we did see like one group of girls, that, you know how you're passing by people. I'm from the South, so we tend to speak. They roll their eyes. I don't know if it's because they lost or because, like, they was just some haters, because...
Were they white or black?
They were white. So I don't know what the eye roll was for. Maybe it's because the bathing suit and the hat was cute. I don't know what was going on.
Yeah, I've been stop effing with Florida. I ain't going to Florida. If I gotta take a cruise, I'm gonna take the long way out of New York because I'm not going to Florida. Is getting none of my coins, not a penny.
I just want to snap the state of Florida off of the rest of the country and throw it into the ocean.
You know, Florida and y'all hurricanes, y'all need to just go somewhere back there because we don't want y'all
at all.
We don't need y'all. I mean, where was Trina and Trick Daddy? Did you see? I mean, I don't follow them, but okay, I was being nosy, so I went on Trina's Instagram. Media? You know, I went on Trina's Instagram because I don't follow her ass, but I had to see if she posted anything about that. That heifer didn't post nothing about the election.
Not a thing.
Nada. I mean, you from my unicorn. What she call herself? The baddest bitch. I'm the baddest bitch. The queen of the South.
Is she the queen of Miami or something? Or
and you ain't corral your people to the polls, Trina. I didn't check Trick Daddy because he just ignorant. I can't even go on Trick Daddy page.
Don't they have a show?
They were on Love and Hip Hop Miami.
But doesn't Trick Daddy have like a radio show or something? A TV?
I don't know. I don't follow them.
But let's stay
Who else from Miami? We're Pitbull. Isn't he from Miami?
What was Rick Ross the Boss? Remember his first album, Port of Miami?
Where was Ricky Ross? Where was y'all corralling y'all people for this election? Like, I don't understand.
Where was
Uncle Luke? Luke, where was you? Duda Brown, face down, ass up. Where was your ass during this election? I mean, listen. Democrats have not won. Okay, so we just get into the election now. We just gonna roll with it. So Democrats have not won Florida since Obama won it, right?
Okay.
So y'all black folks, y'all came out for Obama, right? But y'all couldn't come out for Kamala, Florida. Now, you know I made a post on Facebook that say, I don't like Florida, and Georgia, y'all get on my nerves too.
But you know what I do know for sure about Miami? Miami is a very ethnic city. I would say it's one of those few international cities in the US of A, but you do have like a heavy Hispanic population that identifies as like white Hispanics.
Those I know Cubans.
I was about to say the Cubans in Miami have voted for Trump, and so it's this whole thing where like colorism is a real thing, but it goes back to the thing where if somebody can pass for white, then a lot of ethnic groups will take that opportunity and identify with that as if the people they are trying to identify with do not call them racial slurs behind their back like they do the rest of us. I'm sorry, that is behind your back, to your face.
Okay. Now, you know, I was reading, and don't quote me on this verbatim, I'm paraphrase this, but when Cubans came to the United States, they were given opportunities that like Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, other Hispanic cultures were not given. Like they were able to get educated, they were able to, you know, have land, stuff like that. And it's like, I think maybe because of that, they have that mentality that they are white.
They feeling themselves.
That they're different from the other, you know, Hispanic cultures, which I don't know. And you know, you don't watch The Housewives. There was a Real Housewives of Miami. And there were Cuban housewives on there, and they were like white. They were the white Cubans, like the fair skin. And they talk with a Cuban accent, but they behaved as if, like, you can't behave as if you're white, but y'all know what I mean, right? So, I mean, they were like proud of their Cuban culture and everything, but you can just feel that air of caucasity from them.
I like that. Caucasity. I'm going to start using that.
I got that from Amanda Seales. I can't take credit for that, but the caucasity of the cute. Y'all ain't white, but y'all think y'all white.
And are black people the only ethnic group? So like as a black person, I feel like all ethnic, like all minority, all non-white ethnic groups should like stick together and we down for the cause. Do other ethnic groups not feel that way? I feel like they don't.
I don't think they do. I think because so many other ethnic groups like take in and live our culture, they live through our music, you know, like they have like some kind of, my child screaming, like they can absorb that part of our culture, they can wear our clothes, you know, but when it comes to like us and them, some of them are just like on the them side. They're not down with us in all aspects of life.
I've been watching like documentaries on Netflix, and I can't remember the documentary. There was a black teenager in California. Like even Tupac has mentioned her in a song. Like she went in to buy some orange juice, and the lady who owned the store like ended up shooting her. And this would have probably been like back in the time when you and I were in high school. But I noticed like even with that, so like in LA, shoot, I don't even have to say LA. Like even here in Atlanta, and this is not. We're not doing a blanket statement here, but I noticed like even like different cultures, they'll come into our neighborhoods and they'll open up the Dominican hair salons and the nail salons and the beauty supply store in our neighborhoods, the convenience stores, the liquor stores, and then you follow me around as if I'm gonna steal something out your little raggedy store. Like you didn't have to open your store in this neighborhood. I swear to God you didn't.
Nope.
That's so weird to me.
You could have went to your neighborhood where they don't buy beauty supply, they don't buy hair, they don't buy natural hair products, they don't buy perm and hair dye. So you come into our neighborhoods and acting funky.
Yeah, and them acrylic. I love when people tell me I don't wear fake fingernails; these are gel nails.
And you know what? It's not funny, but like I go to a beauty supply store and it's Asian owned. Most of them are Asian owned. And there's a black beauty supply store that is 2 minutes away. And I've tried to shop there, but they never have like the products that I want. And, you know, the owner is there readily available to talk. And I told him, you know, this is like my hair. This is the hair that I need. This is the color that I need. And some products that I always use. And I told him, and I said, if you get those, I'll come back and shop here. And I went back to the store another time and they still didn't have it. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I'm trying to spend my money Black owned, but you don't have the supplies that I need, so I have no other choice but to go to the Asian guy down the block.
Did he say why he didn't have it?
No, I mean, I guess if people are not buying enough of that product, they're not going to order it.
Yeah.
But if you don't have the product, how am I supposed to shop at your establishment?
This is true.
So, I don't know. I'm just going to order on Amazon. I can't be bothered with none of these people.
Child, I got like 5 boxes coming tomorrow.
Like, y'all gotta get it together. We try to support y'all. I'm trying to keep my Black money in the Black community, but if you don't have what I need, then I can't shop with you.
Supply and demand, y'all.
But back to this doggone Florida. Florida, y'all won't be seeing Straight Kim ever. I haven't been to Florida in like 3 or 4 years, and I don't plan on going back.
Well, damn.
Florida
and
ain't got nothing for me.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Bye, Florida. It was bye, Georgia, too, when them when those first results came out.
But you know what? Georgia hasn't been blue. And I hate saying this because this sounds like Christopher Columbus felt. Georgia hasn't been blue since 1992 for Bill Clinton. Then they say Georgia hasn't been blue since 1992. And I don't know how that happened. And so again, like, I know Georgia for what it is because I'm not from Georgia. I'm not from Atlanta. Like, I grew up in Alabama. And I know if you drive 20 minutes outside of Atlanta, baby, you in Mississippi. Ooh. Like, I felt like a freedom rider driving from Georgia to Florida. Like, I wasn't trying to get pulled over. It was like very, and I never pay attention to like driving like that. But this, I'm very much aware of like what's going on. But so since I'm not from Georgia, I know that Atlanta is a blue city and a red state. And so even though, and it's a form of, so these slave states, all the slave states are red states. So there you have your Tennessees, your Georgia, your Alabama, your Mississippis,
North Carolina, South Carolina.
Yeah. So the slave states tend to still be red states. They're in the Bible Belt, the southern states. And so I take Georgia for what it is. But like, if you come to Georgia and you come to Atlanta, like, you will have a whole misconception about what the state of Georgia is. I moved here in 2007. That's when President Obama was running for his first term as president. I am from Alabama, but I worked in rural Georgia. I ain't never seen so many Confederate flags in my life. In 2007. And I'm from rural Alabama. Never seen so many Confederate flags in my life, baby.
That's how I feel when I go down to South Carolina. Like, I just don't feel 100% comfortable. Like, when my family lives out in the country, it's like I feel okay. But once you drive into the city and you go downtown and you see all those plantation homes and you see the block where they used to sell the slaves, it's like, this too much. Like, some part of the South just, it's like, it feels like it's still 18 something down there.
You can feel it. I know, like, certain cities I go to, like in the South, I don't know if it's because like I'm just in tune with it, like, as a Black person, but like some of the trees, you can look at the trees and tell like just how they bend and sway, or how big they are and how long they've been there. I can tell like certain trees in certain cities, like lynchings and hangings used to occur.
Terrible. Terrible.
But I don't know how Georgia went blue. I'm thoroughly shocked. Because like I said, Atlanta, I'm very sheltered here in Atlanta. Because the rest of the state.
Wait, but now they're going to hand count the votes for the revote. How does that work?
I think here in Georgia, if the margin of win is not 0.5 or either it's less than 0.5%, then you automatically have to do a recount, and they're gonna hand count like these ballots. So I genuinely feel sorry for every person that volunteered for this election. Like, this is the most like, there's a man here in Georgia, like, he had to be in hiding because it was proposed that he threw away a ballot or something. Like, they are making threats against these volunteers. Like, I thoroughly am so sorry for everybody who did their civic duty and volunteered, because you are being taken through a whole level of fuckery. Can I say
so what are they going to do?
It's our
take
show.
The ballot and hold it up and say this one's for Biden, check mark next to Biden?
No.
Like, what?
Like, God bless
How
them.
do you hand count the votes?
So here in Georgia, we have runoffs that need to occur for the Senate, because neither candidate got at least 50% of the votes. And so that's an automatic runoff. So Georgia about to be stressed, child.
Shoot. Listen, T.I., Tiny, Monica, Ludacris,
Killer Mike.
Oh, y'all better be out. I'm gonna start. Let me follow some of these Atlanta people on Instagram.
Outkast, the Yin Yang Twins. Oh, we could just go on and on. Usher. Offset. Woo, woo, woo.
Cardi B live in Atlanta now. Okay, before we talk about y'all's president, we gonna give y'all our song picks of the week. So I've been on my... If y'all listen to this show, y'all already know that I ain't paying for no music. So I'll be on my free Spotify playlist. I went on a bike ride this past weekend, and we had a little kickback after, and one of the guys who's a DJ, he played this old school playlist, and it was jamming, and this song came on, and I've been playing this song on repeat. My Boo by Ghost Town DJs. Do you remember that?
Boy, you should know that.
She's singing the beginning.
Man, I love this song.
That's
if I could skate like Heather King can skate, but I'd be all up in the damn skating rink. You can tell me nothing.
But
remember when they did that Running Man challenge to it?
Oh my God.
I love that song.
That song is just, it brings you back to like high school, like the good old days. So yeah, I've been jamming to that song, man. I opened Spotify today, and that was the first song that was on. I'm like, y'all know me, Spot. Listen, if you got an iPhone, I need y'all to ditch Apple Music, because Spotify is the shit. I'm telling you, Spotify... You listen to one good thing and they know you. They know your taste. I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
I have Apple Music because it's free in my Verizon phone plan.
Oh.
That's the only reason I have it. Yeah, it's in my cell phone plan. So I have a Verizon cell phone plan where I have Apple Music for free. I also have the Disney Plus package. So on my Fire Stick, I can stream Disney, Hulu, ESPN, and I want to say something else.
Oh.
So, but yeah, that's the only reason I have Apple Music. It was because it's included. Because before that, your girl was on Pandora. Or I would still buy an album. Like if Beyonce came out with an album, I'd buy just her album. But other than that, I was on Pandora listening to songs I don't even like.
Listen, I ain't giving nobody no more music money. I need to go see if AT&T will give me another 6 months free, because I had a paid Spotify plan, but I ain't paid for it.
Okay.
I got it through AT&T for 6 months, so I need to see if they will re-up on me for that.
I like that.
Shoot. So what's your song pick of the week?
My song pick of the week is Love Like That by Snow Allegra.
Who?
Did you listen to it to see if you knew who it was?
I have never heard of Snow, and her name is spelled S-N-O-H, in case y'all want to go look for it.
Allegra is A-A-L-E-G-R-A, I think it should. Let me think of a song that would be a mainstream song.
I have never heard of this person.
I've been searching to find someone like you, to find someone like you. If you listen to some of her songs, yeah, baby.
No one's heard of it.
If you listen to some of her songs, but you know what? Again, they play her on Insecure. So y'all know Insecure be having the bomb playlist. So they probably played some of her songs on. If you listen to like those Tiny Desk concerts that you can find on YouTube, she has a Tiny Desk concert out there as well. Have you ever watched
a Tiny Desk concert?
They're like, I think it's NPR might put those out. They're like these 20-minute concerts. Like the artist will be like in some random Barnes and Noble like bookstore type vibe, and they'll give you like a 15 or 20-minute concert. So like I follow the YouTube channel, and Megan Thee Stallion has done one. Remember I Like Division, they've done one. Snow Allegra's done one. So yeah, it's just like this little bitty free concert that they do in a bookstore, and they'll have like 2 or 3 backup singers and a few people in the band, and they just do a little concert. Yeah,
I have to go check that out. So if y'all want to hear these songs that we put on our playlist, there's a link. If you scroll up on your phone, you can find the link. There's a link on our website, laytwinsexperience.com, called playlist. You can go there and you can follow the playlist and listen to our songs that we pick every week.
You know what? I feel like we should put 2 honorary songs on there just for
Which
GP. Juvenile, Back That Ass Up.
True.
And
hold on. See,
she won't learn the words. I was waiting. I had high hopes. I knew you was about to say it. We're gonna get Kim them words. If you had Apple Music, the words would come up on the screen.
Nope, I ain't learning those words. I like my version better.
And then what's her name? Janae Aiko? Her BS song.
Oh, back up on my bullshit. Yes. Those two.
Yeah, so those 2 should be honorary songs. We probably should put Bad and Bougie on there as much as we say Offset. Woo, 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 woo.
Records on records on records on
I love it.
Oh my God. Wait, Juvenile was doing mumble rap before there was mumble rap even existed.
Yeah, because remember that song he had, huh? Some of the was huh? You went to the corner store, huh?
After every sentence.
You know what? My cousins, I have first cousins that grew up in New Orleans, and they used to do that when we were little. They'd be like, Donyetta, this is something, huh? And they'd be like, you want to go to the movies, huh? And I'd be like, so yeah, that's like really a thing.
I can't.
Yeah. So they don't talk like the rest of the first cousins, because the rest of us grew up like either in the South or in Texas. So they have that. I can listen to them talk all day. They have that New Orleans twang when they talk.
I hope the Han is canceled as of 2020. They ain't still doing that, are they? Please no.
I saw them from my grandmother's funeral. No, but I love to hear them say. I'd be like, say baby. I know they'd be like, this girl, say baby.
Lord.
All right, y'all. We are now at the segment of the show where we talk about black girl magic. Glitter bomb. You have to watch this to see the effects. Glitter bomb.
Yes.
So we have 2 again. Did we have 2 last time?
I think
We've had 2 before, but I don't know if it was last time.
Sometimes we just gotta spread the love around.
So this week we have 2. The first one is a repeat black girl magic, because that's all she do is throw glitter bombs. It's none other than Vice President-elect Kamala Harris.
Hand clap.
Yes.
Listen, y'all. My girl Kamala is the first black Vice President-elect of the United States.
And a female. And Indian.
Yes.
Checkbox.
All of that.
Boom.
And when I was watching her, first of all, when she came out to marry, I was like, we back. We are back. Okay, homegirl came out to marry with her all white suit on. I'm like, you go, Kamala. I mean,
we hadn't had a president or vice president come out to dope music since Obama.
You know? And then Biden had to mess it up when he came out, but I ain't gonna get on that. But listen, Kamala,
I'm just happy that Joe knew what he was talking about every time we heard him talk lately.
You know, Joe must have got some media training, or he picked. Listen,
he's
Joe
drinking his ginger tea and taking turmeric.
he kicked it into high gear these last 2 weeks. I'm telling you.
He has been very presidential.
He said I wasn't losing this damn election to this dude.
He's like, stay calm. Stay calm.
We got this. And we had it. Listen, I was scared. I was watching that news 24/7. To this day, I go to sleep with the news on. I'm watching the news 24/7. I can't get enough of this election.
Baby, I watched it like I watched the damn Falcons blow that Super Bowl lead they had in 2017.
Look, we couldn't record our episode last week because we gonna wait till these election results come out.
I was like, oh God, I hadn't thought of anything to talk about. We've been watching the election.
Donyetta was like, are we recording? I was like, but we ain't got nothing on the list to talk about.
Nothing. We should have went live. That should have been the time we went live and let y'all watch us in the living room watching the news.
Because this thing was, I posted on Facebook about everyone from Georgia was coming for me because I said, Georgia, y'all get on my nerves. I heard some feelings. People caught some feelings. They wasn't catching no flights, but they caught feelings on that post. I'm telling you.
No flights but feelings.
They was getting mad. Wait, but when Georgia took the lead, right? Everybody came on that post like, you gonna apologize? I'm like, no, y'all get on my doggone nerves.
But you know what, Georgia? Let me tell y'all went blue, but now you gonna be in the fight for your lives.
Don't F this up, Georgia. We need those 2 Senate seats.
And then the next elections, don't get comfortable and don't slip. If you live in Atlanta, again, you like me, you live in Wakanda, you are very sheltered. Do not think that this next election is going to be easy. And everybody who didn't vote in this election, especially Republican voters, is not going to come out and give you a run for your money. Because if it's anything that they hate in southern states, it is to turn blue.
You know?
So,
and you know what's crazy? Republicans, voted for Biden and then voted Republican everywhere else. Because all of these senators and these representatives, they kept their seats and they gained seats in the House. So some of y'all Republicans hated Trump so much that y'all voted for Biden and then voted Republican the rest of the way down the ticket.
But then that cancels it out. It's going to be like when Obama was president. If Democrats don't control the House and the Senate, then everything that Biden proposes is going to be blocked. Legally, just blocked.
That means if another Supreme Court representative goes, we may not get a chance to fill that seat. They still trying to repeat. Listen, they still trying to get rid of Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, but the Supreme Court is looking like they're gonna uphold it. But you know what? Since that devil Trump is gonna be out of here, I think that things will be different.
They're going to have to drag him out the White House like Mr. Broke Up Nettie and Silly in The Damn Color Purple. Nothing but death can keep me from it. Well, I tell you, he might as well go ahead and plait his hair up and put on a dress. They going to have to drag him out baby, and I'm going to have my popcorn waiting. It's just
You know
ridiculous.
what? I was in a group chat Trump is going to concede this week. I thought that he would be an adult and concede. It's Thursday, and he's still at it.
He's not. He's still filing legal lawsuits. He's filed some in Georgia. He's filed some in Pennsylvania. He's filed some in Arizona. He is on a roll.
I just don't understand these Republicans.
This
election. Why are they scared of him? You could get on Twitter and tweet stupid shit just like he can. Just because he tweets something, they're scared of the wrath of his followers. That's what they're afraid of.
That's how cults work.
I don't understand it. It's just we're living in crazy time right now.
This election was very disappointing for me. I absolutely positively did not think it was going to be this close. I did not think this was going to be a Democrat versus Republican election. I thought it was going to be a moral election. And good always prevails. It always does it ebbs and flows sometimes, but in the end, good always prevails. But if good didn't have to fight for its life in this last election, there are billions, well, no, because millions of people who think that his behavior against minorities, women, people of specific sexualities. I mean, he respects nobody.
Nobody.
And people will still. I did not think the election was going to be this close. So this country is morally bankrupt.
Them. They below bankrupt. Like,
it should not have been this close. Any other election, we wake up. If you can't hang with the big dogs and stay up late at night until, you know, they call it, the next morning when you wake up, then you know who's president. This election, we literally had to wait days on pin. I have never watched the news so much in my life. And I've never really been just disappointed. I was disappointed the first time Trump won, but now that he has had the platform and he has shown and given us his ass to kiss in every single way possible.
He's gotten worse since his original run. Like, he's just the scum of the earth. Like, I don't fault people. It should not
have been this close.
No, I don't fault people for their political affiliation. You could be Democrat, you could be Republican, whatever. But when you support an individual that is xenophobic, he's racist,
misogynist,
he's homophobic, he's any phobic you can find.
He is a modern day terrorist.
He's like Hitler, the reincarnate of Hitler. Like, if he could do what Hitler did, he probably would do it. Like, I don't understand how people can just put your party affiliation aside. How can you support someone like this? He is just a despicable human being. Like, one of my Facebook friends posted that they were out supporting Trump in a parade with a bunch of pickup trucks. Like, I unfriended that person. Like, I don't want those type of people in my life.
You can't support President Trump and say you love me, because he
exactly.
You can't. You just can't.
Exactly. So, yeah, if you support Trump, you're dead to me. Period.
I know somebody that's I ain't gonna say a friend in the family, because again, you can't support Trump and then say that you are my friend, and said that you can't vote for Biden because he is pro-abortion. As a Christian, you can't vote for him because he's pro-abortion. First of all, he is pro-choice. That's a big difference than being pro-abortion. And second of all, you can't be a Christian and be a racist either.
Hello?
So don't use that. Let me tell y'all, Donyetta taught Vacation Bible School, Sunday School, and Bible study. Do not come to me quoting incorrectly from the Bible, because I will eat you up every time with fact on fact on fact. And
don't come for me unless I sin for you.
And even then, you should think about it, what you about to do. Evaluate. So, like, you cannot be a Christian and be a racist. And the same, and let's be clear, Jesus was a person of color. I'm not even gonna say Jesus was black. He was. Jesus was a person of color. So you cannot be for somebody who was about the oppression of black people, Asian people, Hispanic people, every minority in the book, and then call yourself a Christian or a lover of God.
I don't get
That's
it.
all. I can't. I will not.
But let them tote their Bible and talk their nonsense, and we just gonna run away with this election right to the White House.
You! We should put Soulja Boy on the playlist.
Soulja Boy, tell her.
Hey.
Furthermore,
we took over Black Girl Magic to do a rant, but it was much needed.
You know, and if you someone out there got some hookup with some inauguration tickets, holla at your girl, because my senators and representatives, they on some bullshit. I've been telling you, know, you can only get tickets through your elected officials. Chuck Schumer, he's one of the senators from New York. He did a lottery. It's done. By the time I went on the website,
how many did he have?
I don't even know. It just said the lottery is over for inauguration tickets. Done. Dang. My other senator, Kirsten Gillibrand, she don't have nothing up on her site. I don't know what's going on with her. I contacted my local representative. He took down my information and said, we don't know how many tickets we're going to get just yet, but we're going to put you on the list. I'm number 71 on the list. I'm like, can somebody hook your girl up with some? And listen, the hotels in DC are like $1,000 a night.
That's like Super Bowl prices.
And the cheapest hotel was the Days Inn. When I looked 3 days ago, it was $300. Today is $500 for the Days Inn.
Hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. Hey,
if I do make it, your girl gonna be in Maryland somewhere.
I was about to say, how far is Philly from DC?
Philly is too far. You got to stay in like Maryland, the DMV, so DC, Maryland, Virginia area.
I wouldn't stay in Virginia.
They're all connected.
You might get
that's lynched, the black part though. The DMV.
Okay,
area,
that is true.
Yeah, you ain't like driving through. You're in the metro kind of area, but we'll see what happens if you see your girl in DC for the inauguration. It ain't looking good right now.
Why was I watching the news after they announced that they just called it and said that Biden had won the election and everybody out in the street had on masks? I said, them Democrats out there in them streets, because them Republicans, y'all don't be wearing masks. That's why. What's his name done got COVID? What's his name? Little buddy. He's over HUD, Housing and Urban Development.
Ben Carson. Uncle Ben. I can't with these people. And then Mike Pence was at a meeting with the COVID task force, and he's at the head of the table with no mask, and his assistant is off at the side with no mask, and everyone else in the room is masked up. So Dr. Fauci was masked up. You know, the woman that was sitting in the corner when Trump was like, can we pump bleach into their veins? That lady, remember her? She was sitting in the corner like,
I want to take a sip of my wine because y'all crazy.
She had her mask on. Like, everyone on the task force had their mask on in that petri dish of a White House. Because even Trump's chief of staff has COVID. Mm-hmm. Like, that whole White House needs to be, before Biden comes in there, I'm going to need him to send the pest control. What else can they send over there?
He might have to live down the street in a different house because Trump, y'all, the Secret Service, like, if he doesn't leave, that's trespass. The Secret Service will escort you out.
He's gonna have to go stay at Obama's house until they disinfect that whole doggone White House, because I wouldn't go up in there. Shoot.
They're gonna have to swear him in on the campus of Howard University, because when I tell y'all, Trump, literally, go watch The Color Purple, and Nettie and Silly fought for their lives to not be separated.
No, I think he's gonna sneak out I don't think he's gonna go to the inauguration.
Who?
Trump.
Oh, for sure he's not gonna go, but he's just gonna be a squatter in the house. He's not gonna leave.
No, he gonna sneak out through those tunnels underground, and he gonna flee the country, because they gonna try to arrest his ass. He
gonna be in them Olivia Pope tunnels off of Scandal.
Yes.
He is not gonna go. He gonna be like, what's her name, Neffy on Dreamgirls when they tried to kick her out the group.
No way. I watched that on the plane coming back from Cancun the last time. I was singing on the plane. People were like looking at me. I'm like, this is Dream Girls. I will sing this song if I want to.
She was firm in that song.
Oh my God. I just don't know what's going to happen. This is crazy.
It's going to be hot and it's going to be a mess.
I just realized I got 2 watches on.
Records on records on records.
Who do we have next up for Black Girl Magic?
Tabria Majors. Y'all. Tabria Majors. I know her from being a model for Rihanna's Fenty, her lingerie line. Mm-hmm. Tabria
Is that where
Majors.
She's from? Because she looked familiar. I'm like, where do I know this girl from?
She's a model. When I tell y'all, she has become the reincarnation of all things Beyonce. What, she have like $18,000 budget?
Listen, when I saw the video, I said, did Beyonce put on that much weight?
That we thought it was thick Beyonce. She did. She recreated Formation.
Everything. She went back to
Ladies.
Crazy in Love. She did every Beyonce video. I need y'all to go to her Instagram. Her name is Tabria, Tabria Majors, Majors. This girl, she is talented.
Halloween. She won Halloween, baby.
Listen, homegirl, she must got money, because I don't know how she remade all those videos. Like,
she even did something from Black is King. Like, she said she went over budget. But I think her budget was like $18,000 or $20,000. But she won Halloween, and we're late getting to it because, like we said, we was on vacation last week processing the election. But she won Halloween, and we got to give her
and
her
she
kudos.
is beautiful. She is a thick woman. She is.
Yes.
I love it. I'm loving it. Fellas,
Kudos.
let me see who following her. Who I follow. I'm gonna say y'all name too.
Y'all be telling on yourselves when
Anthony
y'all be like
Dickens, 757 Keith, and Heavy Rotation. Oh, a lot of y'all fellas are following her.
Kim is calling out names. She got the receipts.
Majestic Boss, Link Stokes, Bedford, Odell. You listening, Odell? Odell on the list too. Oh, okay, I see you, Odell.
Woo!
I see all of y'all. I see you. But kudos to her. I'm loving everything she's doing. She's a model too. Oh, she got a podcast, The Thick Podcast.
I'm going to subscribe to that. Y'all know I love me a podcast, baby.
A weekly conversation about life, love life, and lipo.
I like
They
it.
got shower us with gifts. We need to put our P.O. box on the our
And our cash out.
Yeah, shower us with gifts. Shoot.
We need a Lil Twiz Experience cash out.
You know?
How that play when you see me on the street, Trick?
I'm gonna just change my Cash App name from Straight Kim to Lay Twins Experience. Send us some money.
That will work. Let's see. Next up, we have what irked us on social media this week.
And
Let me take a sip of water.
For once, nothing has irked me.
It's my time to shine. Let's see.
Yeah,
On your mark.
Who got at you this week?
So this is going to be as much of a, I'm not even going to say it irked me as much as it perplexes me. And we hinted on it earlier. So this week, a person that I went to high school with sent me a friend request. And when I was trying to make sure that it was who I thought it was, I scrolled through their timeline a little bit, and I just scrolled up once and I saw a Trump Pence endorsement, and the person was like doing the thumbs up like this. The person who sent me the friend request is a white male, and so that made me think about what we said earlier. Can you say that you are my friend when you openly support somebody who is so against people who look like me, whether it be the color of my skin or my gender?
And she sent me a text, y'all. She said, "Should I accept this person?" I said, "Hell no, no,
hell to the no, to the no."
We don't need friends like that.
So
I don't need friends like that.
And people think, well, I don't feel that way. That would be like me openly. I think like people supporting Donald Trump is like people openly supporting Adolf Hitler, openly supporting the KKK. Openly supporting people who feel like it's okay to do hate crimes against ethnic groups and sexual orientation. Like, the true definition of a friend, or just as a good person, even if something is not directly affecting or oppressing me, I feel like it's my responsibility to stand up and be like, that's not right. You don't if you co-sign, like, you're consenting to that. You're condoning that behavior.
I don't understand what people think. Like, why you gotta support your local senator? put up a picture with him or her. Like, why on earth would you support this man? And if you support this man, you don't support me.
He's
Period.
a terrorist. I know people who have relationships and babies with black women who went and voted for Donald Trump. And at this point, again, it's not a Republican Democrat. If you're in a certain tax bracket and you want to vote Republican any other election, have at it. I don't care how my tax bracket get. I'm not voting for somebody who is a terrorist and a hater of all groups of people.
You keep seeing people say, well, my 401k went up while Donald Trump was president. And
so did your COVID rates.
You know, is that how shallow and weak you are? Is that all you care about is money? Well, work another 6 months to get your 401k to make up what you're gonna lose when, you know, Biden comes in. Or we living longer than we have ever lived before. Work a little bit more to make a little more. Like, when you put your pocketbook above humanity, something wrong with you.
You're
like
morally bankrupt.
Something ain't right.
And a lot of y'all that are voting for like the policies and plans that are implemented to give people tax breaks, I'm so sorry to have to be the one to tell you this. You're not in that tax bracket, sweetie.
No, that's tax cuts for have you people, you commoners, including us, have you noticed that yes, you may get a little bit more in your paycheck every week, but when it's time to file your taxes, have you noticed that you've been paying more taxes? You ain't getting them refunds that you used to get. Have you noticed that? Those are those tax breaks that Donald Trump gave to the wealthy and made you think that you were getting as well, because you were seeing more money throughout the year. But at the end of the year, you've been paying back taxes, or if you were getting a refund, you have gotten less than what you used to get.
Bubba, who is a Southerner that's a Republican, and it's nothing wrong with having any type of job, but these little 5-figure jobs y'all got and these 4-figure jobs y'all got, and I'm not talking per paycheck, I'm talking your annual salary, that's not the tax bracket that is benefiting. No. Kim and I are upper middle class, and we ain't in a tax bracket that's benefiting.
All right, let's get into our bullshit of the week.
What we got?
First off, little old Reginae Carter. And I still look at her as a little girl. Used to that little girl that Lil Wayne used to bring on stage. I can't. So she went and got breast implants.
What did her chest look like before? Let me look at these breasts.
I don't even know.
What did they look like before? Why does she have on a teddy? How old is she?
She can't be that old.
She's about to be 22. She said, I've been waiting to get my breasts done since I was probably like 16. I'm 21 years old.
But look, her mama got them done, so she's following her example, right?
Let me tell y'all, be careful. Because I remember, I was like, when I get my MBA, I'm going to get me a red BMW and I'm going to get some breast implants. And I didn't. And let me tell you what happened when I became 39. My chest blew up. So, at some point in her life, she is probably going to be like, whoa. Like, when you can't start wearing, like, suits, she probably won't wear a suit. But, like, certain clothes, or when I became a runner, I was so happy to be a B cup back in the day.
But you know, the problem is, when you get implants, you got to get them redone every 10 years. Right? They don't last forever.
They do.
So number one, you gotta have to keep going under the knife for the rest of your life until you take them out, because eventually you're gonna take them out.
And then
and number two, you're only 20 years old, so you're so
you're not
young.
fully developed,
and you didn't even have kids yet. Like, you're supposed to wait until the titties drop. And okay, let me give y'all some advice out here for a woman that has had 2 children naturally. My first child, I did not breastfeed. And when I came out, I had a nice plumpy C cup, and they was nice. They was like, right. My second child, I breastfed, and he took all of this is a push-up bra.
I've heard so many people say that. I've heard so many people say that.
I know breastfeeding is good for the child, but the mama gotta live after the child is past 1. Similac and Enfamil work just the same. My first son had Enfamil, and he is fine.
I heard people say like they might have been a C before they had their baby, and then after their baby, they weren't even an A cup anymore. So I do know women who have had kids that had to get a breast implants just so they could wear their clothes. Not even on like any like vanity type thing, but they literally say their breasts shrunk like 1 or 2 sizes.
It does. If you're not, if you don't have a lot of weight on you or have really big breasts beforehand, like breastfeeding takes all your volume. Not all of it, but a lot of it. I wish somebody would have told me.
Wasn't even an A cup after she breastfed.
Ooh.
And she was like a small C full B before. You know, she had a nice natural size, and she said she couldn't even wear her shirts anymore. They just looked concaved.
And that's what happens. So breastfeeding is good for the baby, so they say. I don't know who they is. Like, I know some women that were hefty before and they had big boobs, and they just still have it after they breastfeed. That's just, some women
sometimes they get bigger.
Like, but when you're fit and you're not like heavy set, like, good luck with keeping all them boobs, because it ain't gonna happen. Look, I did a triathlon when I was 6 months pregnant. Once I dropped my kid, yes, girl. Once I dropped my baby, I went to my son was born in July. I was on the beach in December with big ass titties and a flat stomach.
I almost spit out my wait a minute, mother.
I look back at the pictures and I was pumping on that trip, because you know when you breastfeed you gotta pump.
Yeah, I heard it hurt.
You gotta
if
pump
you don't.
Constantly.
Woo!
You get engorged and it gets hard and it hurts. So even when you're away from your kid, you have to breastfeed.
I heard you can tell when they get hungry, because even if you're apart, like, it's just that mother-child thing, your breasts fill up with milk. Yeah.
Isn't
that
awesome?
Feel it. Like, yeah, that's interesting. I mean, like, from a science perspective, like, even when you're apart, like, I've heard people say, oh, I can tell it's time for my baby to eat. I'd be like, where the baby at?
But look, that's why you see all of these fitness girls on Instagram, the ones with babies, they have implants. A lot of them have implants. Yeah. Even when they don't have kids, a lot of them have implants. But yeah, back to Reginae. Just
she should have waited till she got old like me, because them things gonna hit sooner or later. And she's short too, so she gonna gain weight. She's like Oompa Loompa, because her daddy, I'm 5'5", and I think I'm taller than her daddy.
They all short. The mama and the daddy short. So yeah, I don't know.
That's what it's like growing up in this world where everybody on Instagram is a model. You be thinking, let me tell y'all, everybody that I know that naturally has big breasts, number one, they look sloppy, and number two, they don't want them.
No comment out of me. No comment.
I mean, like, dead ass. I literally know people who are getting breast reductions because they talking about number one, they bras cost a lot of money. Number two, the bra straps are like creating like permanent indentions in their shoulders. Like, I know a lot of women who have gotten breast reductions and it has been enough to take out that their medical insurance covers it, because it's not, at that point, it's not a vanity surgery. Like, it really does cause like setbacks in like their health and like their mobility.
Listen, my mama had a breast reduction. I'm the only one in the family on a IBTC.
Yeah.
The itty bitty titty committee. I'm the only one. Everyone, my mother and my sister, my sister has like, what's past D? That's what she has.
My little sister's a double D. So I have an aunt that was like, Donyetta, I know what it's like, to be the only girl in the family with a flat chest. And then 2020 came and my stomach and everything got big. So,
but you bought the bill player. You about to lose all of that. I hope you kept your small bras.
I'm on the meal plan.
What? You're supposed to be the example.
I'm gonna start again.
Oh Lord.
Didn't I just tell you I had some oxtails that I ordered from the Jamaican restaurant?
Wait, you paid the man for the meal plan and you're not even following it? Y'all should see her face, because I can't. I don't want to eat oxtails.
And that was not on his meal plan.
Scrape all the gravy off. It don't eat the rice. It eat the veg. There you go. God, I want some oxtails right now. That sounds so good.
But as soon as we get off here, I'm going to hit that microwave. But no, I stuck with the meal plan for about a week and a half, and then I went to the beach. And so I didn't cook my food and take it with me to Florida. And then I got back, and I just been out here living my best life.
All right, you got until Monday. I want you back on the plan. You can slack off for the rest of the weekend. Monday, you are back on the plan. Okay. Ain't you going away soon? Like, what is you doing?
Look, instead of doing a meal plan, I am just gonna have my photographer hit those angles like Favo. Okay?
Gee. So you like me? Don't turn around. I'm not turning around. Y'all need to see what's back there.
Or turn to the side. You go front view only. Look, how come I went to I washed because I still don't have a washing machine because I blew mine up. So I went to the laundromat yesterday and I put my back of my bullshit shirt in the dryer. So today I was like, Wah! Thank God they were like pre-shrunk because I sure forgot. But yeah, no, I'm gonna get it back on the meal plan. I got a trip coming up in, baby, it might be
less than a month,
like 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
But Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks.
Oh shit! Just throw the meal plan out the window. You just
look off with your head.
Wait, you gonna do the Beyonce fast? The cayenne pepper, the lemon. What else she put in that?
Why you joking? I was thinking about that yesterday when I ran. I was like, can I do that and then run and not pass out?
She gonna do the Beyonce fast the week before she go on vacation.
Look. And then, like, I'm gonna start doing, like, push-ups and stuff, like, to keep my pec muscles, because I don't want to go back to being flat-chested, Donyetta.
You just made me spit.
Yeah, it was so hard being an A cup most of my life. Like, when I finally got to a B cup, you couldn't tell me nothing. Now that I graduated to C,
she got me sweating out my afro, y'all.
We're back on our bullshit. Soldier boy up in this hole.
So as y'all may have heard, because we talked about it on this show, but Emily B, who's with that doggone Fabulous, and we ain't gonna even bring his little trifling behind up, but she shared the cutest picture of their little baby. Oh my God, she's in a little mermaid outfit, and she's just laying down sleeping and looking so cute and just precious. It makes me want another one, but it doesn't.
One of my favorite moments on this show is when you said how hard an N-word gotta hit a bitch in the mouth to knock her teeth out. Well, like I listen to that, I laugh every time.
Like, you had to get a hammer to knock these teeth out. These teeth strong.
I done ran into a damn wall and I ain't knocked my teeth out. The hell? And it hurt.
But she's still with the man. Aren't
your teeth technically, are they considered bones?
I don't know.
Like, because it's not just what you see here. Like, they are in there.
I don't know, but
I've known people to get hit in the mouth with bats. People have fought. Mike Tyson used to be abusive towards Robin Givens, and she got all her damn teeth.
Like, Fabulous always looks so skinny. Like, did he hit her with... Why are we talking about this? Did he hit her with something? Like, who... How, or was her teeth weak? Maybe... people don't be going to the dentist, man. That must have been what had happened.
Nah, he hit the hell out of her. I'm going to look at her Fabolous. He don't spell it regularly.
I'm on his page right now to look at his little skinny ass. Like, I don't know. But I just don't know how you could go back to it. Like, what did he get? Is the dang-a-lang that good? Like, what? What does he give you that makes you want to go back after he did this? It can't be the money, because you could get your coin. You got like 2 kids by him. You can get your coins.
I think he punched her. He hit her 7 times and knocked her 2 front teeth out.
7 times?
So that's like boom, 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 boom. Oh, I need 2 more. Boom, 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 boom.
No, there ain't no way that I'm letting Fab F me up. There ain't no way.
Well, that first time he hit her, it probably, you know, like, if you've been in a fight, like, you know, that first hit, it sort of disorients you. He probably was holding her down.
I'm going to get my disoriented ass up and go in the damn kitchen and get a knife, and it's going to be on.
All right, next up in news, we have good news. The Notorious B.I.G. and Whitney Houston have officially been inducted into the 2020 class of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yay! Much deserved.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe Whitney's gone.
I visited the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last February 2019. That was my first time ever going. Where is it? In Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, I was there for work. I've never been to Cleveland, Ohio. Period.
Baby, they had a conference there in February. First of all, you know, I couldn't wait to get my behind back down to the South. But I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's in Cleveland, and it's on the freaking, what river is that? Or is it a lake? Is it one of the five Great Lakes? In Ohio, what is Ohio by the 5 Great Lakes, or is that a river?
Isn't that Michigan? That's by the Great.
I think all of them.
I don't think
we tested
too good in history.
It was over 20 years ago. Let me see. Let me pull up this map.
The Great Lakes, isn't that Michigan?
It is. What Great Lake is this? It is Lake Erie.
Is it Erie in Pennsylvania?
It's by Pennsylvania. It's by Buffalo, Toronto, Indiana.
Okay, the only thing I know about Cleveland is LeBron played there. That's it. And was born there.
Baby, it was brick like coal. And that's only something I know because I done heard people say it. Like, so it literally sits on the water of Lake Erie. So February, it was brick. But I went. It was so awesome to see, like, James Brown's outfits and Michael Jackson's outfits, the Jackson 5, Diana Ross, Aretha Franklin. And you realize how petite the men were. Like, some of those clothes that Prince and Little Richard wore back then, I was skinny, Donyetta. When I went there, I couldn't fit in that. It was a size 2 or a 4. It was
Little Richard was 6. Small. Yeah.
All of those men were so petite. Like, I couldn't fit half of my body in some of those outfits.
Well, they wore women's clothes, basically. Look at Prince.
He was small too. But yeah, it was interesting to see, like, how petite the men were back then, because we only know them, like, from TV, or if you were blessed enough to see them in a concert. But yeah, they were all Elvis. They have one of Elvis's cars up there. They did have some stuff like Snoop. He wasn't inducted, but they do have stuff like Snoop, NWA, Tupac, Ice Cube in them, but I don't think Ice Cube might be officially inducted. We ain't gonna start.
We ain't talking about no doggone Ice Cube. Shoot.
But I remember being there.
Where you at? Where you at now, Ice Cube, Mister? I'm only with him for the 300 million. Where your 300 million at now, Ice Cube? Yeah, I went on a tangent. Bye, Ice Cube. And you lucky I got Friday on DVDs, but my kid broke my DVD player, so I can't even watch them anyway.
I was Devo on that bike though. This my bike, fool. But yeah, so they were talking. When I was there, they had it where you could vote who was going to get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I do remember Whitney being on the list. I remember the Notorious B.I.G. being on the list too. So that it's like a 3-level building. It's beautiful, beautiful facility. You can be there all day, but don't go to Cleveland in the winter unless you about that life.
I ain't about that life.
It was brick.
But congratulations to them. Ugh, I'll always love Biggie because that was just like my little heyday growing up, like Bad Boy, all that good stuff. So like, yeah, I'm happy. Going too soon, both of them.
I like Biggie, but I never loved Biggie because you know who I loved?
What Southern person you gonna say?
No, Tupac was my boyfriend.
Nah, Tupac. And Tupac is from New York, and I did not like Tupac.
I remember being in, was it the 9th grade? I was in the marching band, and I remember some of my friends, you know, back in the day we could have a t-shirt, like I had a t-shirt with Boys and Men on it. I had a t-shirt with Tupac on it, and I remember being at the football game on Friday the 13th, and my friends who knew I loved Tupac that weren't in the band came by to tell me that he died. And I remember being like, you're lying. Like, I knew he had been shot. He had, but they were like, oh yeah, Donyetta, we know you probably ain't heard.
Aw, they broke it to you like that.
Like, I know some Tupac songs that most people like, that was on the album?
Yeah, I was never feel like Brenda's Got a Baby Tupac, yes, but when he went to the West Coast, Tupac, no.
California love.
Okay, that was a hit. That was a hit.
You know what I like to? I can't deny it. I'm a rider. You don't want up with me. Got the police chasing.
Okay, he has some hits with Snoop and them out there.
To a G.
But but wait, he just got mean though when he went out. That Suge Knight, like.
He was troubled.
I didn't like that Tupac. Yeah, he was.
He was, and we're not gonna mention Suge Knight too many times on this show because he's still alive and he ain't nothing but a damn thug.
Yeah, I don't want Suge Knight coming for me from jail. So we gonna move on from that.
I won't deny it. I'm a straight rider.
But yeah, congrats to Whitney, and Notorious B.I.G. Christopher Wallace. We are going to end the show on a sad note, but a happy note. Because we grew up with this man in our household. He lived a very long life. He taught us so much trivia that we would have never known. There were rap trivia answers on the game show, and he finessed all of that. So we just want to say rest in peace to the incomparable Alex Trebek. He lost his battle with pancreatic cancer, and I mean, this man worked. He taped an episode 2 weeks ago.
He was always so classy too.
He was.
Like a debonair. He always reminded me of like the real life version of Victor Newman from The Young and the Restless.
Yes.
Yep. See? Yeah, just classy. Never really.
And my mother still watches that show, and he is still on it.
Yeah.
I know he was so classy, and he hosts Jeopardy that's the longest running game show. Like
is he the only host there's ever been? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was always very debonair, very classy man. Never seen him in the tabloids or in the news from like any mess. Just a classic, like Great Gatsby type of gentleman.
And he was married to his wife for I think like 30 years. I think he got married when he was like 50. Like, it's sad that he went out.
Victor Newman. Yes,
I know. It's sad the way that he went out, but he lived a long life, and I'm just glad that he's resting in peace right now. So,
amen.
Sleep well, Mr. Trebek. You will be missed. On another note, there is a petition to get LeVar Burton as the next host of Jeopardy.
Reading Rainbow, y'all. Just let it go. Let it go.
I can go anywhere. I like LeVar Burton.
I like him, but I don't want anybody to ever host Jeopardy ever again. That's like, no.
They're not.
You remember what happened when they bought them, what's his name, on there to do the prices right? It's just not the same.
It's not the same, but it's still going.
I don't want LeVar. I don't want to, no.
It's better it's one of us.
I know, nobody.
Jeopardy's not ending. Jeopardy's going to keep going.
You know who could have did it if he wouldn't have messed up all his stuff, though. If Nick Cannon didn't run his mouth so much, he could have done it. They need somebody younger than LeVar, because LeVar, if Alex Trebek was 80 LeVar 75. LeVar has been old LeVar has been old our entire life, just like Morgan Freeman and Samuel L. Jackson.
He's 63. Cut it out.
Okay, if y'all lying. He's 75. He went to elementary school with my grandmother.
The man been active forever. He was in Star Wars. Like,
he's been old. Like,
I'm here
Morgan
for
Freeman
it.
And Samuel L. Jackson.
Look, he said, of course, while I'm very flattered by the petition, my thoughts are with Alex Trebek's family and his millions of fans. The devastating loss of this irreplaceable legend. We would like to thank you for tuning in to another episode of Lay Twins Experience.
Yes, indeed. Please don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. Give us a 10-star rating, but we'll settle for 5. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, La Twins Experience. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, La Twins Experience, and Twitter, La Twins EXP. And scroll up and subscribe to that Spotify playlist, because we're doing it for y'all. We know the songs because we're telling them to y'all.
You know, and I'm going to need y'all, she mentioned it already, but I'm going to need y'all to leave a rating for the show. All you have to do is scroll up right now and tap on that 5 stars. You don't even have to leave a review. Just rate the show. Help you girls out. And,
tap in.
You know, who sings that?
Sweetie. Quavo's girlfriend.
She said Tweety, y'all. We old.
I said Sweetie. Y'all know I'm from the South. I said Sweetie, but it probably sounds like Tweety because I'm from Alabama.
Oh, Lord. I can't take these new school rappers anyway. I got to go. Yeah. We got to go. So we will catch y'all on the next one.
Later.
Tap in.
Tap in.
That song is so dumb.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to your podcast so you'll never miss an episode.
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please be sure to rate and or review the show. It would really help us out. Catch you next time.